Louder.
Nice. Louder? You really want me to be loud? My voice can project pretty well.
Louder.
Okay. So, hi everybody.
Hi.
Hi, Nom. I met a few of you guys tonight. Some of you I've known before. Some of you I still probably haven't met, but maybe, hopefully, by the end of the night, I'll meet you guys. My name is Nom. Easy way to remember it. Name without the E. Man backwards. Also, the noise Cookie Monster makes when he's eating cookies. And this is my neighbor, Ahmed.
Hi, I'm Ahmed.
So, you know, like Drew and I have gone back for a pretty long time from, and I wanted just to share a few memories that we had to take you on a brief journey about how well I know Drew. So we all started in Dallas, Texas. I was kind of forced to move there by my girlfriend at the time, now wife, I guess.
I guess.
She's from Dallas, so she wanted to work there. She wanted to move there. Her family's there, so she kind of asked me to, or highly suggested that I move there. And so, you know, I decided to move there. And I actually met Drew at his house at a party he was throwing, drinking his alcohol, but I actually didn't know Drew at the time. I actually knew his roommate, Sean. So you can actually thank Sean a little bit for actually...
I thank Sean for nothing.
for introducing us together. And, you know, we quickly bonded. We talked about our favorite Excel formula at the time. I know, total nerd. And we talked about what the unit of measure of cream was. I mean, you'll find out later. You can ask Drew what the unit of measure of cream was. And we also took a prom-style photo on his staircase that night. And so that, you know, from that moment on, I knew we had a kind of a special relationship. I would say from that moment on, and so as time go on, I got to know Drew a little bit better, and I realized that he has a big interest in food, and I don't just mean just like eating massive quantities of food. I mean he likes like learning about food, talking about food, cooking food, and you know he introduced me to a lot of different vegetables that I thought I previously hated, like Brussels sprouts, for example, right? Like if he can make a Brussels sprout taste like that good, I mean, imagine what else he could introduce to my life. So I knew, I was just like, whoa, mind blown all the way.
Units of green?
It's the cream.
So, yeah, exactly. So, well, but there came to a point where I needed to move away from Dallas. I guess my fiance at the time, I guess she's now my wife, forced me to move away from Drew, which I didn't really want to do at the time, and move you know a little down the stream from Dallas to Houston. And you know it's a funny story because when I was trying to fight moving from Dallas, Drew and I actually talked about either like becoming roommates or like, you know, like the best of neighbors, you know, like being like getting a place that was like right next to each other. You know, we could share all these cool things we could do. And we went looking for a place, and we actually found the perfect place for like either one of us, not for both of us, for like either himself or myself. It was the last remaining unit. So obviously Drew took that place, and I like moved across the street from him, and you know, like we were still kind of neighbors at that moment, but that's not really that shocking, I guess. And so we had our first, you know, test of like when I moved to Houston of like what our friendship would be like if it was in distance, you know, like it's just like any other relationship, and it was still pretty strong. And even when he moved to, you know, Boston. And started B school, you know, our relationship was still pretty good. I mean, he even found the love of his life here, maybe. That isn't me.
I guess. The answer is I guess.
But that also brings me to Amy. So I first met Amy when they were just friends at the time. And I thought she was pretty, you know, smart. I thought she was very charming. She was very funny. And, you know, I thought, oh yeah, I can see why Drew's is very good friends with this person, for sure. You know, and then later on, later on, he told me, like, he started dating Amy, and I was like trying to think back. Oh yeah, I remember this person, and then he wanted me to come, to Boston to talk to her, meet her, get to know her a little bit better, and so I did, and it made me realize that not only is she all those things I thought before, but she's also very thoughtful and caring as well, and I thought, that's something that, I always thought that would be perfect for Drew for sure. And my favorite memory of Drew and Amy together was Drew's 31st birthday.
Oh God.
He decided he wanted to spend the I don't know if this is really long, sorry, but so he wanted to spend his 31st birthday in Austin with a lot of his Texas friends, Ahmed included. He wanted to watch some football. He wanted to introduce Amy to some football, different things of that nature. And Drew didn't know this at the time, but Amy had solicited a bunch of his friends to take some photos so that she could create a photo book for him that spelled out happy 31st birthday, Drew. Right? So thoughtful, so caring. I'm amazed by it whatsoever. Like, there's some hilarious photos in this thing, and it was very thoughtful. So her plan was to surprise him with this present later at dinner. And so we'd gone to a football game, done different things, and I'm here. There's still debate about what happened that night. So I'm just gonna kind of talk a little bit through it a little bit. But this restaurant had like some of the hottest peppers that I've ever tasted in my life. I mean, like, everybody took like little tiny nibbles like off of like these various peppers. I don't know what kind of peppers they were. They could have been like pickled habaneros, serranos, who knows? It could have been like ghost peppers, who knows, right? And so we decided I asked Drew, I was like, hey, would you like to try some of this pepper? We all did. It's really spicy. And I'm not sure if it was because Drew was trying to be manly, trying to impress Amy, thought his Latin genes, that was like, this is a pepper, I could totally take the spice, right? So, I don't know why he did this, but we all took nibbles, but Drew said, I can do this. Took the entire pepper, stuck the entire thing in his mouth. And around the same time, Amy was, preparing this thoughtful present that she got Drew, right? So it was like, oh, this is really cool. Like Drew's starting to sweat. You see the beads start forming on his forehead. The waitress comes over and is like, can I get you anything? And Drew, politely asks her for, may I have a cup of cream, please?
Is it all cream?
The waitress and the rest of the table were like, what do you mean by a cup of cream? I don't think that's a normal request there. So, like, they're just kind of didn't know what to give him at that point, but he was struggling. And so when Amy presented this present to him, he like unwrapped it, kind of like still like biting through the peppers a little bit. He starts looking through the photo album and then realizing what's going on. And he's like, oh my God, thank you. This is so awesome. And then like his face starts getting red and different things of this nature. And then, so Drew, I'm here to tell you, I saw you cry that night.
True.
You can deny it all you want. You said it was like from the peppers. I'm pretty sure that was from the book, and that was when I thought that Amy was perfect for Drew. So yeah, cheesy, I know. But here's some way more memories for you guys to have, and bye.
Oh,
salute.
I'm gonna drink.
Salute. Salute. Cheers.
Cheers.
Now I'll turn it over to Liz.
Is this yours?
Would you like me to sit down?